Alright, we've got the morning dew wand out. That's what we're going to do today. We're just going to give everything a nice little morning spritz. The morning dew, I say. Pretty simple. Let's get everything nice and wet. A little mist. Keep the dust down, knock the dust off everything. It's just rainwater. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna put this up here real quick. Drain my wand here. Trying to do everything one-handed. There we go. Now I'm in the right hand now. So we've got good flow in the creek. Everything still looks good. We've gotten a lot of the water out of the bottom of the pit over here. We're not getting a lot of drainage anymore since we cleaned out the edges. We've disconnected, excuse me, we disconnected the edges of the creek from the wall. So the creek wall runs around, and we have that sand, silt, and clay piled up, and then right over top of the wall, then we have the moss that sits on top of that sand, silt, and clay, and that holds everything in, allows the everything to get up underneath there, that moss, and really work. You can see this is what it turns into. Little chunks of poo. Actually smells really good too. A nice earthy aroma. Look at all that. That's all those castings being worked up. That's black gold. That's what that is. We just bring that, sprinkle it in the bed, and we'll just keep doing that forever. And that's what's gonna feed our plants. What do we got here? Got a rock. See if there are any worms in here today. I guarantee you, if I move this, there's going to be a pile of worms under here. Yep, look at them. Tell me they don't like algae. Everything likes algae. The algae is the secret sauce to that. We just haven't built up enough of it yet. So what's happening right now is that this bed is setting in. As that algae builds up, we remove it, put it over here on the edges. That sand, silt, and clay you can see we put over here. Look at how it's turning black around the edges. And that's the worms, the millipedes getting in there and eating it all up, see? They run through that, turn it into castings. It's sand, they love that grit. And I'm not sure what kind of nutrient is in that sand, silt, clay, organic matter that came from the reservoir down there on our property here. That's where we harvest it. And we put this moss on top. See, that holds there. We really don't need the moss. I'm noticing that they'll run through it either way. And once they do that, we just extend that sand and silt's in here as well. And as we dig down, we've got all this nice duff in here. You can see the sand and silt right on top. Everything, look at it, just looks like it's moving all the isopods and all the little springtails and road beetle springtails. These are things that the beneficials that we put in here. Everything else just propagates on its own and does its thing. I have no idea what everything is that's in here. Probably will never know, and it's okay with me. Look at the jasmine. It's just, look how far. Almost to the end of the bed here. We can probably stretch it out to the end of the bed. So there's that, and then the end of the bed is right here. So only about another 2 feet, and that jasmine will be run 10 feet, because this bed is 12 feet long. It's just completely taken over this corner over here, which is exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to cover this rock wall up. We're going to cover this whole rock wall all the way around. So eventually we'll run this jasmine all down through here. We'll have to definitely manage it, start cutting. We don't have to cut this because we don't have to get back here. So we'll maybe even put up a little piece of a netting or a screen or something back here, or a tower or something, that we can. Look how far out it is. We've got the ivy really starting to take hold, and it'll start to mix in with that jasmine. And these are, evergreen. They stay green. Doesn't matter what light cycle it is. They'll just keep growing and growing. When we flip the lights to like 17 hours, 16 and a half, 17, shit takes off like crazy. So we had this spotting, and I'm noticing that the spotting's actually gotten a little better. But I've also noticed that these elephant ears don't last very long. Like the big one over there, she's starting to go on away from here. See how they all do that. I'm not sure if they're supposed to do that, but everything that, even outdoors here, where I live, where they come from, that's where these trees are everywhere out here. And that's what they are, they're trees. So they put roots down, but these things never really die. Once we flip the light cycle, we'll start getting new growth off of here. We can pluck all this off, and it'll just keep coming back over and over and over again. Kind of like these horsetails here. That was a mistake topping those, huh? I knew they would do that. I did it anyway. So now we got these flowers here. When they pop, look how they just go everywhere. They get in the wind, and I have found them in the bud. So they fall right off the bud. It's not like you can just blow on it and it just flies right off. It's not a big deal. But when I was trimming the other day, I did notice a few of those just laying on top. Like when you're trimming, you can just see it sitting on top of that leaf that you're getting ready to trim off. Pluck this stuff off. This is that dandelion, massive dandelion. This one was in the water. You can see where it was in the water. It's just getting eaten up. You just chop it off. Chop and drop it right in here. Everything we're going to chop, we're going to drop right in the beds here. The poo is just built up right around through there. Inside the jar, there's no bottom on that jar. You can see grass growing in the jar, which is cool. It's just one of those jars I found around here in the woods. You go back, if you were with me from the beginning, in my little 4x4 bed over here, we had a bunch of jars with no bottoms in them. The jars had grown moss, all kinds of things inside the jar. So it was like a little terrarium. And I found that the jars, I know, had been out there for 60, 70 years. My granddad had thrown them in, thrown them out in the woods when they were working around here. This was back in the 40s, the late 40s is when the house and garage were built. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I found that jar out there, and there was another one over there, but it's been completely taken over by the grass. We got this new monstera. Oh, there's Cooter. I know Cooter and them love these roots. They love to have that cover in there. And the roots do the pond great justice by cleaning, helping uptake all that excess, what am I trying to say? Shit, I was sorry, I was looking for Scooter. Helps clean the water. How about that? That's all we need to know. It helps clean the water. I see you, digger. What are you doing? You trapped up in there? You ain't stuck, are you? You look stuck. Huh? Are you stuck? No, you're not stuck. You're just sitting up in there. Let's move that cord. Sorry. Gotta zone out a little bit. Forget I haven't got this concreted in yet. There, look at it, see. I was just gonna pull that cord, push that cord in a little bit. Came climbing up on his rock. Come on up on there, old dig. Where your buddies at? I don't see a shrimp. Cherry shrimp out during the day. You don't see that very often. They're usually night crawlers. See, you made it. Look how tiny he is. It's hard to tell with the camera, but he's no bigger, maybe a little bigger than a 50-cent piece. And then look. Here's my thumb. What's up, Dig? He's tiny. And I'm sure Cooter and Scooter, I saw Cooter over there a minute ago. Pooter, he's over behind that log there. Throw a little bit of food in here for him today. We're using this, it's just koi food, this Platinum Pro professional grade koi food formula. This is what I've been using for years. Really good stuff. Turtles love it too. We also feed the turtles earthworms. They got isopods. They got a natural diet. This is just more like a supplement for them. They definitely lay logs the size of worms. I mean, literally, I've seen like turds long, like that long, just dangling. It's like a whole worm. Just comes right out of them. Yeah, I see Pooter over there. See the orange over there? I'm sure Pooter and Scooter are in that grass too. They love it up in that grass. That diachondra grass is growing everywhere. It's taking over the whole pond. So once we get this done, we'll move the monstera. This monstera is going to be over there. This one here is we'll take this one out the pot and repot it in this corner right here, or maybe just a little over. But we still need room. You know, we need to be able to get in and out of here. So this is my walk area right here. So once this big monster land race is out of the way, I can walk right through here. So I can just. This is all concreted in, so we can just step. There's a step there, and we can get to anywhere we want in the middle over there if we need to. If we need to get over here, we can come around the backside and lean over. We can reach down, get to anything we want to right there. That's really, there's only, well, I can't say that I can. What we'll have to do, this monstera here, since I've had it sitting here, well, this one's going over there. This one here, we'll definitely have to have it low and keep it low. That way I can get, so it's not up like right now. Like I can't get over there because of this monstera. So once this moves, this one here will go in the ground and the leaves will kind of just laid over this way. That way we can, it won't be in our way when we, even after it grows, excuse me, even as it grows, these things get huge. We all know, if you know anything about monstera, they get big, as you can tell, especially when they're in the right environment and they've got plenty of room for the roots to go. And it's on. The monsteras get crazy. So we'll see how they go. But other than that, everything looks good. So I appreciate everybody walking around. We're day 84 of flower, by the way. And probably another week or so, week and a half, hopefully, and we'll definitely take out the big one. The big one's almost done. It's not pumping out a whole lot anymore. So hopefully she'll ripen up a little bit. This one down here, hopefully another maybe week. Can't wait much longer than that. And we'll go from there. Hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.